Can you take me back and tell me how you've done this, Larry? You're the godfather of technology. You founded this company. You're still thriving. You're still coming up with all these innovation things, and I could see how passionate you are. You're beating everybody. And you came from such humble beginnings, grew up on the south side of Chicago, dropped out of college. Now you have collections of cars, jets, private homes, owning the island of Lanai. Tell me how you did it.
Well, I think my favorite line is I had all the disadvantages necessary for success. You know, when you're raised on the south side of Chicago, you probably want to move someplace nicer. And I think if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. So I've always been very ambitious. I've always been very curious. Moved to Silicon Valley right after I dropped out of college. You know, got a job as a computer programmer. I learned how to program when I was in college, and I got a job as a computer programmer and bummed around Yosemite Valley teaching rock climbing and leading river trips during my early 20s. But the way I supported myself was as a computer programmer, and I got involved with more and more interesting and complicated computer projects, and decided to start my own company. And
then it grew and grew and grew.
Yeah.
And you're competitive.
Yeah, my original goal when I started Oracle was to build a company of 50 people, people I enjoyed going to work with every day, and people that I respected and enjoyed working with every day. It got to be a little bigger than that. We have 150,000 people inside the company now.
And you've got 440,000 customers, 145 countries. Where do you go from here?
Well, we want to make sure we beat Amazon in cloud database.
It's funny to hear you say that. I mean, that's it.
Simple.
It's very simple.
It's very simple. It's just like playing basketball. If you're playing basketball, you want to beat the Warriors. You want to be, you want to win the championship. So our job, we have the best database in the world. We've got to deliver it in the context of a cloud that's as easy to use as Amazon, but secure. And that's the key thing. Amazon has great ease of use. We got to marry that to security and all the capabilities to the autonomous database, and we'll be great.
This is Larry. Hey, the Oracle of Oracle. What a pleasure. Nice to see you.
We just watched the trailer of the Iron Man 2 movie featuring the Oracle of Oracle, Larry Ellison. And it's not very often that you see a database company on the big screen. Tony Stark. Did you influence that character?
I've heard that. I know Stan Lee very well. By the way, I love Stan Lee. Stan Lee is a genius. I mean, the father of Marvel and all these wonderful characters. I didn't know Stan Lee as a kid growing up, so I guess Tony Stark was invented before Stan knew me. So I guess not.
But you have a fondness, and you love movies, and I know that you've been taking a bigger role at your daughter's production company. Tell us about that, Annapurna Pictures. Assess that industry for us, because here you have Rupert Murdoch selling his entertainment assets at a premium. You've got Netflix paying upwards of $13 billion for original content. Here we are back at content is king again.
Yeah. Well, content is king, and my daughter's made some brilliant movies. I mean, I was very proud of her with Zero Dark 30, when she had both Republicans and Democrats, calling her to Congress to investigate that movie about how we really found Osama bin Laden. So when Republicans are against you and Democrats are against you, and they both want to investigate you, you must be doing something right. She should. They did actually after the Academy Award. She didn't get Best Picture. She had won Best Picture in Venice and then won Best Picture in Cannes, but she didn't get Best Picture in the Academy Awards because so therefore the Senate felt that it wasn't necessary for her to testify anymore.
You seem very proud, obviously, as you should be. But when you look at a company like Netflix, for example, I mean, Disney's coming out with their streaming service, Apple's coming out with its streaming service. I mean, there's a lot of buzz around Netflix right now, but these two big shots, Disney and Apple, are going to come out with streaming services at a cheaper cost. How would you assess the industry?
Well, I think Netflix has did an amazing job. They pioneered that industry, and they're going to have a lot of competitors. Google's doing some phenomenal things in terms of technology for streaming and game streaming. I think you'll see a bunch of people in that industry, but in the end, great characters and great content win. So Disney pre-John Lasseter wasn't as good as Disney post-John Lasseter. So when Disney bought Pixar, and they had better storytellers at Disney, they made better movies. So it gets down to individual artists and individual storytellers, and as big and powerful and wonderfully run as Disney is, and obviously they're one of the 2-3 top brands on the planet Earth, it's still going to be individuals like John Lasseter and James Cameron who make great pictures. Artists make pictures.
That's why that's a must-get interview.